Hey everyone, I'm Amiena and welcome back to my channel Amiena Inspired. So, I am dishing the dirt on my first surfing lesson, and you guys know if you've watched this channel that I have been kind of psyching myself up for surfing, not because it's such an amazing thing. I mean, it was amazing, but I was dead scared of it. And in my line of work and in my this is my calling, right? To help other people become better versions of themselves. But I'm also not about just faking it. Screw that. So I really want to know what other people feel when they step outside of their comfort zone. So luckily for me, I've been doing lots of things that I like, and most of them are in the comfort zone, just pushing it a little bit here and there. But the surfing challenge for me was something that really felt uncomfortable. I thought I was going to die. I hated myself for making the choice of doing it. And these are the sort of things that you have to do in order to grow, right? So I have to tell you, if you are interested and you want to see me freaking out, there was a short video taken just before I went for that surfing lesson. But let me know in the comment section and then I will share it with you, maybe on Instagram or something. But because it was funny to watch actually. Yeah. But anyway, so this is my main takeaways about getting out of your comfort zone. So the first one is, it sucks. Okay, so I used my affirmations, I used my visualizations, and I was still freaking out in the morning. I was walking around my house saying, I am scared, I am scared, I'm scared. And I was visualizing myself getting knocked on the head by the surfboard and then taking a lot of water and drowning. That's what I was visualizing. And when my team came in, I was just completely like losing my mind, and I started making like inappropriate jokes and laughing and swearing and all these things because I'm like freaking out. And then I just decided to do it. I decided I'm going to just get in the car and just take things one step at a time. So what I did was, I am lucky enough to say that one of the main things that I've learned about getting out of your comfort zone and taking up a challenge is check the energy around you. So I had three people. The one was a coach and two of them are my friends on my team. And so let's give them names because they actually do have names. So I can tell you the coach, Kurt, he was extremely calm, very funny, but also very reassuring. Okay, so that was great, but also a little bit salty, like cheeky. That's also okay. And then we had Nuhr, who has this amazing, excited energy about him, and I absolutely love that. So he's like my energy when I go hiking. I love hiking, so it was like just yay. And then Amy, now Amy's a water baby, and she loves the water, and the hard part is getting her out. So she was just in her element, okay? So those are the three energies that I had around me, and I can tell you one thing. I was the only one, for the first time in my life, really, for a long time, I can actually say I was the one with the anxiety, and I was feeling weak, and I was feeling scared and negative. And if you want to overcome a challenge, make sure that the energy around you is right, if you can. And if you can enlist my help, my normal frequency is excited, reassuring, happy, loving, caring, compassionate. That's my energy. It wasn't like that for surfing though. Ixnay on that, because then I'd be lying. Okay, so I have to tell you, the energy was great. I got to the beach, I had to put a wetsuit on. Okay, I told you this before in that whole body video that I made. I'll link a video here. It was like all I was thinking about was how am I going to look? I'm a mother of two. I mean, I'm not 25 anymore. You know, those sort of things. And then I didn't care. I just got into the suit and I thought, just let me go to the beach and we just do what I need to do. Okay, so that was my attitude. I got there, I sat down, and then the coach, Kurt, told us to just look at the ocean for a while and just, I guess it was a mindfulness session, and it was so lovely. I stopped thinking about the sharks that were going to eat me and about drowning and all of those things, and I just spent some time in that moment, and it did a lot to calm me down. We did some stretching, and then we did some technique, and I was still listening to the coach at that point. However, when I got into the water, this is like my ego, I guess. I didn't think it would rear its ugly head. My ego got into me, and I was standing there and I wanted to talk because I talk a lot, and the waves kept crashing at me, like crashing into me, and I was like, why are these waves crashing into me? And then I was told quite bluntly that there's no space for egos at the beach. And I have to go with the flow. You know, it's so crazy because I tell people to do that. I tell people, don't swim against the tide. Just go with the flow. Go with what feels good. What feels good is usually right, okay? If it's wrong, then there's something wrong. But so I was doing all of these things, and then I started sweating at the beach. Guys, I'm just being honest. I was getting angry because I thought in my mind, okay, by now I'd be on the board, and I had forgotten all about sharks, and now I just wanted to prove myself. It didn't happen like that. I wasn't the perfect beginner. I was just a beginner. And you know what? The board did in fact knock my head. I'm still here. But that's because I wasn't listening to my coach. Because when I'm in the zone, I mean, how many of us feel this way? When you're in doing something that's out of your comfort zone, you stop listening to other people and you're just like in your own head and listening to your own insecurities. And that's what happened. And so I got a knock on my head. But by then I decided, you know what? I can do this. I am fearless. And I'm going to do the best I can. So there was a shift in my attitude, and it was really, I think, good coaching, because at some point I needed to just calm myself down, stop trying to do the best. You know, I think this is what we all do. We try to be the best at everything. No, you don't have to be the best. You just have to try your best, okay? There is a difference. So I calmed down, I started to enjoy myself, and eventually 3 hours later, I was on the shore, just like holding an ice pack on my head. And it was the most glorious feeling on earth, because I knew that I did it. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. So, and that time I'm going to take a video, because we were all in the water, so there was no one to record. But next time I will take a video, and you can see me either falling off the board or hopefully standing up on the board. It doesn't matter. I enjoyed myself. I grew out of that situation and that experience, and I really hope the same for you. Okay, so let me know in the comment section what your greatest challenge is. Don't wait for 2020. Try to get it done in 2019. We've got a month and a half left, and I will chat to you soon. Much love, always.